Hi, I'm Claudia Walter. I'm a shareholder at Katz Adosh and the firm's Lean Six Sigma professional and process improvement consultant. As we continue into summer, businesses are starting to proactively think about not just surviving, but thriving in a post-COVID-19 environment. I'm here today with my colleague, Krista Hickman. Together, we are going to discuss how you can make the best use of a process improvement consultant for your business journey. So welcome, Krista.
Thanks, Claudia. Hi, everyone. Yes, I have had the privilege of working with a diverse set of clients here at Katz Adosh, and I always make a point to discuss with them the value of bringing in a process improvement consultant like yourself. As a CPA, of course, I can provide guidance, but the real value of a process improvement consultant goes beyond my skill set, which is really the art of effective integration. With that, Claudia, can you please let us know when the best time is to onboard a process improvement consultant like yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. So I would suggest considering a process improvement person early on in any form of a project that you're working on. So COVID-19 has ramped up strategic projects like business reengineering, restructuring, and revenue enhancements. These projects are usually outsourced with no hesitation early on in the process. However, it's common for organizations to have a dedicated team or group working full-time on quality initiatives. And if those projects have become stagnant or they're not producing the results as they were intended, that would be a good time to consider implementing a process consultant. Another time would be for organizations who are always putting off projects because they have no time or resources to dedicate to them. I mean, we've all run into those issues.
Does a company's culture play a role in when the right time is to use a process consultant as well?
Yes, it does very much so. And, if you don't have the proper alignment at the top of your organization and the proper buy-in, that process project, there's often hesitation by the work culture to accept the changes that may come out of the time that you spent working with a process improvement consultant. So it's really key to have different levels helping during the process, which lowers the risk of the changes not being integrated and accepted.
There is a DIY mindset I often run into when discussing these types of projects. What is the value of then utilizing an outside consultant?
Ownership often hinders project process. Somebody created a process or they were very much involved in it and they just can't let go of it. So a process improvement consultant helps to cut through that, and they'll help provide the tools and the different perspectives needed to encourage the group to challenge their realities and make sure they're not replicating processes that will lead to failure. So it's important to note as consultants, we don't try to come in and remove jobs or responsibilities. We try to help identify the problem areas or gaps and challenge the group to rethink their solutions and help the organization create capacity, to make everybody's life better.
Another item clients often ask about is cost. Can you save on utilization with a professional like yourself?
Yeah, it depends. A lot of it's timing. So you may be ultimately eliminating expenses, and your goals also, or sometimes to increase your top line, increase revenue. But a lot of times there are short-term expenses in the interim. So you might be going out and getting software that is needed, to help in the process. But ultimately, taking the time to improve your process is going to lead to have better experiences and impact the bottom line. So time spent with a process improvement consultant should save you time and money in the long run.
Good point, Claudia. That reminds me of a time you were able to assist a client that I work with. This client is in the construction field. At the time, they were not using a software to log the employees' time worked for the week. You were able to show them by implementing a software program that employees were no longer just putting 8 hours in for each day.
Right. Yeah, right. Because it was 8.0 every day. They didn't ever work past that 8 hours or cut out a little early. So
that's right. It was amazing. So one of the things that you showed the owner was an instance where if he had 100 employees and each of those employees worked in reality 7.75 hours instead of 8, that they would save at least $100,000 by implementing this software and requiring employees to log the actual time they started, stopped for breaks, restarted, and then ended their day.
Yeah, so there can be a lot of time waste that way. It's just down the drain. So exactly. So, what we were assuming in that case is that people were probably cutting out at 7.5, thinking, okay, well, I'm almost at that 8 hours. I'm not going to bother to work anymore. So implementing, some type of mobile solution or something helped to log those hours better. So there's a lot of solutions out there now in the mobile time arena and in other arenas. But thank you, Krista, for sharing that example and joining me today. And thank all of you for watching our session. If you have any questions regarding your process improvement planning decisions, please reach out to me at katziabosch.com/contact us. And thank all of you and have a great day.